Hello there everyone. Today I am here to meet NAYANA PREMNATH. And who is she? A BBC show
Panelist for a
panelist,
BBC News show called as Work Life India.
a TEDx speaker,
Not surprising to see an alarming increase in eco-anxiety over the past few
a
years.
very popular YouTuber and Instagrammer, and she is in the top 100 list of digital creators in India according to Forbes India. And she calls herself
I would
this.
say I'm a sustainability advocate and a environmentalist.
Would you like to meet her? You are watching Conserve Environment with Pratima Pandey. In this video, we will talk all about environment and social media and a mix of the two. I'm sure you will love the conversation. So let's get started. Here she is. Hi Nana.
Hi.
And we have others also with us. The one thing that I would like to start this interview with is that with the social media numbers that you have, can you call yourself successful now?
I don't think I would say that I'm successful because I want to do more than just influence on social media. I think there's a lot more responsibility behind that. I want to do more than just a virtual change. I want to make some kind of a physical change too. So long term, I do plan to, maybe have my own store or something like that.
So probably you answered my last question first because that's what I wanted to ask you. What were your future plans?
I come from the city of Trivandrum here, so having lived over 8 years in a metro city like Bangalore and coming back to a smaller city like Trivandrum, I see the huge shift in mindsets, the huge shift in accessibility to a lot of things, and I want to try and change that, make zero waste a little more accessible to my hometown. And I hopefully also want to have workshops in schools more than anything else, because I feel that the younger generation are the ones who are going to have the most impact, and they need to be prepared. They need to know what they can be doing already to make sure that their future is more secured. They are less conditioned than we are. They are more open to a different perspective. They are more open to change. Because the more they start doing things, they may also force their parents, their family to do more. I have my own school. I hopefully hope to go there and talk to people there.
And it's quite obvious why we need to do it, but I just want your perspective. Why should people be eco-conscious?
It's like, what do you say, like a snowball that's already rolling down the hill. It's already started. The more it rolls down, the more speed it takes. So we are already seeing heat waves around the country. We're seeing droughts around the country. At the same time, we are also seeing floods happen. So in multiple parts of one single country, we are seeing so many disastrous events happening in 1 year itself. And when you look down to all of it, weren't we the ones who made the need for nature to respond in a cruel way? We made this happen. Our lifestyles, our means of doing things very conveniently, quickly, without any second thoughts to what our actions are doing. So mostly, not just consumers, brands don't take up responsibility for their waste. We as consumers don't demand that responsibility. We are not taking up that responsibility. So some people may say that things are already out of hand, but I want to believe that it's not so. But for that, we need governments, people, brands, companies, all of them working together. And for that, people usually ask, what am I going to do? One person, me making one change is not going to do something. But if that one person and so many of those one persons do it, that does make a change. Because we are the consumers, and brands, governments, everybody does things for us. So we have the power with our vote.
As a consumer.
As a consumer, I would say, as a consumer, our vote is our money. So if we choose a brand which is more eco-conscious, then we are showing them that we support you. Our money is showing our support to them. And we are saying no to the wasteful brands. So the more people put their money into that, the more those brands are going to be popular, and then the side brands are going to also see that they are losing their customers. And obviously no brands want to lose consumers, so they will also start slowly going into the eco-friendly direction.
So, as you said, the best time to be eco conscious is now. But the next question is how? Are there any simple steps to start with?
Without spending any money, there are a couple of things you can already do that will reduce the amount of waste you're creating. Firstly, I would say keep a bag, cloth bag, plastic bag, whatever bag you already have at home. Whenever you're going out, make sure you have a carry bag with you, a shopping bag, because you never know when you're going to be shopping. But why do you need a dozen or 2 dozen cloth bags at home? That's not going to do any purpose to you. It's only going to add to the waste that you have at home. Another thing I would say you can do is something a little more mindful, but again free of cost. When you all of us go every now and then to restaurants, to cafes, all of those places, when you're going, just carry one small dabba, a tiffin box with you. One small tiffin box that you have, be it plastic, steel, glass, anything that you already have at home, carry it with you, because you never know. Sometimes maybe our appetite is not that high and we may not be able to finish our food that day, and we may have some leftovers. And most of us as Indians, we don't throw it away. We usually try to bring it back home. But when we try to bring it back home, what we do is we ask the hotel people to pack it for us. Instead, just put that leftover into your own dabba. Don't even ask it to be done by the waiter, because into your dabba they'll put it in another bag, they will give some sachets with it, they'll put some tissue papers with it, because they are used to doing that.
Adarsh, our zero waste meat buddy, was listening attentively. So I thought to give Nayana a bit of rest and asked Adarsh on what he think he does, which is eco-friendly.
The thing I do is I do not litter anything. I have a sister and she give me assignments like sustainability. The first assignment that I got was don't litter my toffee covers. So I used to eat a lot of toffee in my school times, and when I go to college also I have lot of toffee madness. So the first thing I do was I would put my toffee covers in my bag. Then I realized that I was eating too much toffee and I was littering it too much. By that I reduced my toffee consumption. Yeah, it also led to money benefits and health benefits are there.
So Nayana, coming back to you, with the impressive body of work that you have created and the public recognition too, do you feel the pressure of living a sustainable lifestyle now that you are in public gaze all the time?
Yes. So I have been very clearly showing things that zero waste fails I have in my life, because I am not a perfect human. I mean, even if I want to be 100% zero waste, there are some things that are out of my hand. There are days when I will have to responsibly take up the fact that okay, there is going to be waste that will come out today and it's out of my control. Normal plastic bottles that you have at your homes. So when somebody is using that, they think, oh, but you are a zero waste, why are you using that plastic? They don't realize that using anything that you have at home, be it plastic, be it glass, steel, anything that you have at home, reusing that is the base of zero waste. It doesn't mean you throw away just because something is made of plastic. Plastic is one of the most useful products that humans have found. But the problem became when we started misusing this plastic. We started using it for single use items.
I just want to ask you a few things as a eco YouTuber, and obviously you have set an example. So tell me one thing, what do the audience want to see?
Oh, that's a very tough question actually.
I know.
It's a very tough question, because from what I've seen, they want information and solid information. As in, so one of my examples is I made a very detailed video on an eco brick. Even though it didn't perform very well in the start, it's been performing really well lately. So information is very, very important. But also once in a while I would say make some fun stuff. Give them a personal view into your life. Mistakes that you've made. Be open and very vulnerable in front of the audience, because that makes you feel more like just another person like them. So it makes them feel more easy to connect to you. Personally, the first defeat we all face, always, I'm sure it's the story of everybody who's been in this journey, is that your family may not support you. It's not a one-time off thing. Everybody faces that. I have faced that. I've had fights, I've had issues, demanding it from them, begging them for this. It's something that for us, what happens is that we take it very personally that our family is not feeling the same way as us. Because for us, it feels like an obvious thing to do. Like it's so natural, we should be doing that. But we don't realize that they are different individuals. They are not the same as us. Put it in your mind, be it like a mantra to yourself, say it. I am doing this for myself. That's it. And that will give you much more peace than you probably have right now.
And then at the end of it, you show, like I've seen in some of your reels, that your spouse is trying the vegan challenge, or he's getting things in dabba for you when you were like not well. My family, I think, will be happy that I got to listen it from Naina, because yes, I have been arguing a couple of times and now I won't. I'll try not to.
You can always have conversations about it, because obviously they may not be aware of something that you may be aware of. You can always have conversations. Tell them why you're doing something. Tell them the reason you're doing something and why you think it's important. But it's upon them to choose whether they want to do it or not.
So thank you, Naina, for taking the time out. Actually, we were a part of the zero waste meet that Naina had called for, and thank you, Naina, for all the different perspectives that you have given on this. So thank you very much, and let's continue with our snacks that have been ordered like a million years back. Just let's have it. Okay, thank you very much, and thank you for joining.
This brings us to the end of this video. Hope you liked watching it. To keep the channel going on, please press the like, subscribe and get notified button. Thanks for watching.